Not many things in life is better than ice cream. So today, I will attempt to make the best ice cream I've ever made. As you probably know, not all ice cream are made equal. Most of the commercial brands are loaded with unwanted and unnecessary ingredients that will affect the taste and flavor. And I don't care what you think. This homemade ice cream will always be superior, because you know exactly what goes in it. So my biggest dilemma was to choose which flavor to make. Over the years, I made so many different flavors that were delicious. Oh, holy. But in the end, I kept going back to vanilla. Vanilla is like a blank canvas where you can't hide any imperfections. It is just so delicious. Also, I'd like to know, what is your favorite ice cream flavor? Please leave your comment down below. So for this recipe, I only chose the best, most expensive ingredients I could get. The eggs are literally from my friend raising his own chicken. Shout out to James. Thanks for the eggs, brother. I also bought the best Jersey cow milk and cream that I could get. I also will be using highest quality organic sugar. And of course, those lovely vanilla beans that I myself brought back from Indonesia. Guys, it doesn't get any better than this. This is why I think vanilla will be the perfect choice, because there won't be any unnecessary flavor getting in the way of how good the eggs, milk, and cream taste. When you have fantastic ingredients, the less you do, the better. Keep in mind that the entire recipe with the exact measurements will be linked in the description down below. So the first step of the recipe will be to separate the eggs. You should end up with something that looks like this. And by the way, do not throw away the egg whites. We will use them for a delicious cookie recipe, but that's for another video. Now, in a small pot, add the milk and sugar. Oh yeah. Followed by the milk powder and salt, and a little bit of honey. You can totally use liquid glucose or corn syrup instead. This will act as an anti-crystallization agent, which will help improve the final texture of the ice cream. Now grab your vanilla beans, split them in half, scrape the inside, and add those aromatic seeds to the mixture. But do not add the outer pod just quite yet. Since we will be using the stick blender, these might get stuck in the blade. Now, using a stick blender, just mix all the ingredients really well. Bring the pot over to the stove. Now bring your mixture to 45 degrees centigrade. Alright, once you reach temperature, you can go ahead and add your egg yolks. And once again, blitz it up with your stick blender. But this time, making sure that you splash your mix all over the place, making a fucking mess. Fuck me! Ugh. Alright, that's enough stick blender for today. Actually, never mind. I forgot to add the gelatin powder. Yet again, use the stick blender to mix it all in. Hey, I didn't create a mess this time. Woohoo! Moving on, we are back to the stove, and now you can add the rest of the vanilla beans. At this point, we want to heat up the crème anglaise at exactly 85 degrees Celsius, or until the mixture thickens nicely. Now pass the crème anglaise through a fine sieve, making sure to squeeze every last bit of it. And of course, a well-deserved taste test. If you notice, we didn't add the cream until the very end. This will help cool down the mixture and maintain the fresh taste of the cream. And again, stick blender. I promise, this is the last time we use it. So now we're gonna cover this and we're gonna leave the crème anglaise overnight in the fridge. All right, so it's the next day. The ice cream had time to rest in the fridge overnight. All right, so let's take a look. As you can tell, crème anglaise has gelatinized a little bit, so that's totally fine. Before we put it in the ice cream machine, I like to give it a little blitz with the stick blender. I just want to make sure that it's nice and smooth before churning it. Fucking stick blender again. Okay, I know this was a lot of work, but it is finally time to get the ice cream machine out and churn that shit. And we'll see you in about 20 minutes. In the meantime, you can put a container in the freezer to make sure it's nice and cold to receive the ice cream. All right, as you can see from the texture, it is now ready. I'm so excited. Oh! All right, get your cold container. What I like to do first is just scrape everything off the paddle attachment straight in the bowl, because in here you know it stays cold. This is insane, guys. I think I'm gonna cry. Transfer that shit into your cold bowl as quickly and effectively as you can. Oh my God, this is unbelievable. Look at the texture. All right, send the container back in the freezer for a couple hours and then you can enjoy it. I mean, look at the final product.
Look at that texture. Unbelievable. Look how yellow it is because of the richness of those egg yolks.
It is time to give it a taste. Yo, my friends, give that shit a try, and I'll see you in the next one.